Welcome to another episode of Allstar Garage. This week, it's a bit of a milestone actually, because this is actually episode number 30. It's not really a milestone, it's just the 30th one that we've done. Why is it called a milestone? How many stones are there in a mile? Or how many miles do you have to do to go past a stone? What's that about? I don't know. Anyway, this week it's about getting this Jag with the Lindale in ready for Taunton, which is on Saturday. But when you see it, it was like 4 days ago, because it's already happened. But at the minute it hasn't happened because the car's here and not there, and I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Monday. Lindale. Okay. It's warm, isn't it? Warmage.
Too warm.
It's Monday the, what is it, the 12th?
Yeah.
13th? 14th?
12th.
16th? 12th. Monday the 12th, which is, when you watch this next week, you think, that was warm on that Monday.
Probably raining.
Current situation, up in the shade in the shed. It's a lot warmer up there. Yeah, it's warm, man. Done loads of work today. Only just quickly having a look at it now before we shoot off. Trying to work out where we're at in the world. Have a new air filtration device for this one, which we're going to fit on like that, just to make sure we don't suck any more cackleberries down its neck. So I'm going to fit that on in a minute. I've ordered the new coil pack, have I? No, I didn't.
No.
Because they're individual ones, but there is one on the 2.3 over there, unraced virgin one.
Yeah.
So we're going to swap the coil pack out, which I'll go and get in a minute. I've got a new crank sensor coming in the post. I've got a new set of plugs coming, just for the box for sparesies. Obviously, when we ran it last week at... I just imploded. Obviously, when we ran it last week at Lindale's and also at Panda's, since it ate the screw, we've done a lot of cycles with it now on the rolling road. So I'm like 97.635% sure that everything will be okay. But I am just going to do a quick nut and bolt check before the weekend, i.e. like the engine mount bolts, because they start to shake loose after a while because they're not locking nuts. Exhaust manifold bolts, inlet manifold bolts, that sort of thing, just to make sure everything's tight because it's vibrated a lot. What else am I going to do? I did start writing a list.
Need to sack him from security. He ain't no good at that.
Joey, we're okay. No one's coming. There's no one at the door. No. What's the need? Are you okay? Do you need assistance? Come here then. What? What's the scenario then? Huh? You are not the best, are you? I did start writing a list for the weekend, and then once we can get this done and out of the way, I'll film a bit doing that, and then I want to crack on again with the World Final car one day or half a day or an afternoon this week, just trying to get a bit more on that done, which you're not going to see, but obviously we're still filming that for down the line that'll come out.
It's too hot for that.
Yeah, that is too hot. Charge battery, which I'm going to do in a minute. I'll put that when I stop waffling. Prop shaft you've done already. Air filter we're going to do in a minute when you've done that carburetor. Wheels and tyres, we've got the majority of them. We fitted up a couple of new 16s the other day, Squirrel did. But I noticed on one of them the bead's not on properly, so I'm going to redo that.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Tracking, Squirrel's hot because he's been out working on the van all day. And
I'm still soggy.
he's still, this is not a wet t-shirt he's wearing. He's got underboob sweat.
I have.
We've got to do tracking and scales, which I'll do later on in the week, and crutch strap for the harness, which is in the other Jag. Anyways, let's stop talking rubbish and do something.
You actually got a screwdriver that you haven't used as a chisel, because not one of them.
No, well.
Don't look over there. There's none in it.
No, don't start on me. Have you been over here already?
Yeah.
I am aware of the fact that the majority of the screwdrivers in this building have been used as a chisel, but it's not always me. And when it is me,
chisel.
No, I'll tell you what this was. This was something really tight, and I snapped the end off it.
Yeah, sure.
You can use these ones as a chisel because it has an end.
We know. You do. You have a whole wall of punches, chisels, and everything, but the closest thing to hand is normally a screwdriver.
Right, so you're being hot and sweaty, and right, here you go. You want a screwdriver that hasn't been used as a chisel? Use this one. How'd you
That
get
ain't gonna fit. All right. Or do a bodger thing and just cut it down so it does fit.
I would actually do that if I had to.
Thank you. That one's been ground down to make back to a screwdriver.
Exactly. So you see, you can't win with you, can you? Why don't you be useful, Squirrel? Tell the people what you're doing now.
Removing the top of the carburetor.
Yeah.
Take the jets out. Take the emulsion tubes out.
Which is something that we normally do after each meeting. Obviously, this engine hasn't done a meeting since it last did a meeting, since it ate the screw, at which point it got taken apart, which we know, but obviously we've done some forwards in and backwards in and process of elimination. Even like how paranoid I am at the minute is that even when the bonnet sat on the car and I've bounced up the road to the rolling road and back twice last week, I don't know that a bit of something hasn't fallen off the underneath of the bonnet and gone down the yap and it's chewed it. So clean it, put filter on, then we know it's good. I think at the minute as well, I am more paranoid than someone that takes many special mushrooms and hallucinates into another planet just because of the run of bad luck that we've had. So any sort of triple check, cross check, clean the carb for no reason, extra check that we can check, I'm going to check it. Oh, I've ordered new leads as well, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, she is having a birthday.
You know, just because we haven't spent enough money on it already, we're going down the new ignition route. So different core pack, new crank sensor. That's annoying. PTFE tape required.
What you lost?
Well, the air blower had a leak, so I'm just trying to fix it. It should be relatively clean.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I'm just doing the whole lot just in case.
Mm-hmm. Strip. This is not healthy working conditions. I'm going to moan to the boss.
Yeah? Wasn't I HR department for a while?
I think you were once, yeah. And I fired you because you weren't very good.
Can you just do us a favour? Turn the ignition on.
I can in
Alright, screw her down just in case the floats are stuck.
Can in like 2.5 seconds. Probably a little bit more than 2.5 seconds. Currently in a Tiz was. And the ignition button's right in my Jacobs. So I don't really want you having a feel about. This is with the newer fuel pump as well that I bought in the pink at the weekend. So I think this fuel pump probably right. She's newness. You might find, in fact you will find for sure.
Well, the throttle linkage won't fit.
What do you mean it won't fit?
Oh, it might do. Because the throttle linkage sits.
Well, it's not going to fit on top of the air filter. That's got to go on first. Then that goes over the top.
I'm just...
But I probably would have done it underneath the gasket. But hey ho. How many bolts are we short?
Two.
Right.
2 8mm. Didn't we rob some from?
No, they're not though, are they? They're an M4 or something. They're the next size down.
Getting chin sweat.
This is actually a certified tool. So what you do is, and this is very scientific.
Yeah, I'll block that up. Then.
No, I don't need that. Because that's weight reduction, that's heavy. So what you do is, you put a little bit on the underside, like this, yeah. You think, oh no, that might sucky. So if you put that there as well, stick it together, chances of that actually sucking that through now are probably about 1 in a million. However, my luck at the minute, I am that 1 in a million. So we're going to suck that bit of duct tape down, go past the flaps, hold them wide open so I put myself in the wall, and in the meantime go down through, it's going to mesh itself into 4 different bits, go down every single port, sellotape the valves open, pistons are going to come up, it's going to detonate the pistons, one's going to go that way,
maybe
take my kneecap out, and the other piston's going to come out, go straight through the water tank, write that off, and then one will probably come out and hit someone in the crowd and take out a family or something, because that's my sort of luck, you know? On the last one of these as well, I had all these nice clips on, and then when it bent, they fell off.
Shall I go double clip either side?
Yeah, that's cool. Right, that was a quick 20 minutes, half an hour before we scoot off for today. I am down here this evening, but I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Might end up editing last week's video now when you watch this. So scales haven't done, tracking haven't done, wheels and tires haven't done, air filter is done, as is cleaning the car, prop shaft is done, and the battery is currently on charge. So I've got some wheels and tyres to sort out, tracking, scales. Yeah, not much to do this week, for a change. Right, where are we at? Marker age. Oh, he's done it already.
Yeah, I've done that. Where's the backlights, the new ones?
I'm going to go and try and find them. I think they might be in a safe place.
I found the side markers because I put them on a shelf, but...
Well, yeah, I didn't know where they were because you put them somewhere. Oh, they're in there, look. I did the right thing and did the opposite to what I normally do. Normally I'd just go straight on Amazon and buy some Chinesium LEDs, but these are actually from the Lorry place up the road.
Nice.
So they're relatively expensively, mildly nice. They're called a stop tail turn, but they're a hamburger or a cheeseburger or a batten burger. What are they called?
Lights. Stop tail turn. Oh!
Batten.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yay.
Hang on a minute.
No, you can't change them.
No, I was just getting at the fact that these are like twice as deep.
Fat burgers.
I've got fatten burgers.
Can't even change the lenses. This is going to be helpful because I can't remember wiring these up.
I don't do many wires and electrical things because most of the electrical stuff I touch burns to the ground. So Squirrel wired these hamburger, beef burger, chicken burger, batten burger lights up 4 years ago. 4 years. We've had a few scenarios in the meantime where...
You back into things?
No. We've had a few scenarios in the meantime where a wire will rot out on the join behind or something and we lose it. But 9 times out of 10, or probably 9.7 times out of 10, these LED batten burger, Christmas hamburger, chicken burger, Big Mac burger lights have actually been alright until I did. I don't think I did, maybe I did.
You did?
But that's
same as the side marker lights.
And Mr. DVSA Vosa doesn't like that much. Much like he didn't like I know she looks rough, but we done loads of work to this about 4 years ago, repainted it, everything was new air tanks, new power steering, new pumps, everything was like happy birthday.
It hasn't been touched since?
No, it has, because we do look after it. It looks rough, but underneath every year, the man that tests it at the test centre goes, it's actually all right for a little lorry, whilst he's looking at his torch, because we do look after it. It just looks rough. So it's due a birthday in the winter time, which is going to be cab both sides because it started rotting, and she's getting old now. She's 20 years old, so needs a bit of love. Crane's slack.
Found it,
Talking of slack, where is he?
He's in the Thunderbox.
Oh.
Do I have to change these?
Well, I don't want to.
No, neither do I. Can that save till winter once we paint it?
What?
Changing the lights.
Not really.
I mean, I've got to cut all the back panel out and everything because they're all rotted out and spinning from the inside.
This is many not very good. What's spinning from the inside?
The bolts that are... They're still bolted on, but you go to undo them and the bolts are spinning on the inside unless you smash the out of them, and then these aren't going to line up with the old bolt holes.
How do we get around the broken lens? We need... Oh, I know what we do.
What?
Oh no, it's got smoked lenses. We need...
To be fair, I've got a set of them off my old trailer that will go on that. That you can just break the centre out, just cut the centre out, and then...
Well, I was just going to go to the thing of one of them many Jags I have around there, and just cut the orange bit of lens out and just super glue it over.
Yeah.
Just for now.
Because I'd rather, once we paint it, put the new lights on.
New lights, new lorry.
Yeah. Do you want to try the indicators? Because we know we've got to flash it fast.
Yeah, I've also got bulb out on the indication. This is a long many drives, Taunton, on the weekend, so we're just trying to one step ahead.
Isn't it, Josh?
Man's coming to change the tyres Friday because I've noticed 2 tyres are not in the bestest of conditions. So that's getting done Friday. This rim is also not great. Oh, it's just paint.
They can go back in the box.
So that's fine. All right, that's winter project job. That was a quick fix with backlights that we didn't actually do, wasn't it?
I did side markers. At least they're working now.
Side markers working. Half the problem as well is we only use the lorry once, maybe twice a month. So where everyone's running a fleet all the time, lorry's using all the time.
Yeah. On his desk.
Cups on the desk, mate. What makes it worse with the lorry, on top of the fact that we haven't had time to tighten it up a little bit and make it look a bit prettier, is we only use it like once, twice a month to go racing. I don't do scrap. I'm not a lorry driver. We don't use it for work, really. So it doesn't get much use. So it sits in the corner and the tyres will perish or whatever, do you know what I mean? Or like the brake in the last episode with the brake slider pin season on. It's because it sits about. So we had, the last set of pads we put in it was 4 years ago. So because we haven't put brake pads in it for 4 years because we haven't needed them, obviously then the slider seizes up, so it's a knock-on effect. And then we have little bits and bobs like this that we just need to sort of pull our finger out and sort out. Like we've got an indicator out, so it's fast flashing, which he's fixing now. These marker lights that he's just put on, I'd knock one of them off, and they're just, again, it's cheap Chinesium. They just stop working after a while. So yeah, it's just trying to do a little bit of maintenance, keep on top of it. And then come the winter time, she'll have a new birthday.
Oh! I put the 24-volt bulbs in the lorry, didn't I? In a safe place.
Do you want me to open that door?
Yes, please. Just give us a minute.
Much more resistance in me, pal, so you better watch
There's a
it.
lot of resistance in you. Yeah? Ha-ha!
Does it matter how fast they flash?
Yeah.
It does. What's if it's flashing too quick, it won't fire too.
No.
No, and furthermore, Mr. Vosa
We'll take his
will
lorry
bend
off
you over and put stuff in you that's very big and very dry, deep and hard.
I just don't see why that makes no
And you end up walking out of Vosa place like that.
They're going to repair.
Where? Yeah. They're good.
The cable tie buckle.
Do you know what? That was the first time I wore them.
you
I
know
went
what?
to do them up and the buckle off.
Good boots in. That's what you get for shopping at Primark.
Tell you what, I'll backdate all the boots that I've bought because you're meant to pay for them, or put £25 towards them.
Who
So I'll
is?
backdate it over 4 years. I might be able to buy myself a pair
Well,
of
I
fucking
have contributed-
Italian
no.
500 boots.
I have contributed towards your boots. I bet I own the cable ties.
Yeah?
Spares and repairs.
You know what the answer to that is, Ash, don't you?
Stupid people.
You can't teach stupid.
Yeah, look. I got there, it was like that.
Everyone said, can you do more? Tell us more about what you do for work. What we do for work is this, right? Get called out to Canterbury yesterday. Ash goes all the way out there in his van, Lorry's got walking floor trailer. It's leaked all its oil out, right? Quick release coupling. All you got to do is push it in, mate. Put 40 litres of oil in it, drive away. Cheers. Come on. Yeah, but why? Yeah, but if you was a lorry driver, right, and
He'd been working there 2 days. It was his second day.
really,
Yeah. He used
and you
to
put
be
the
a
pump on it
plumber.
and it goes, then you know something wrong with it, don't you?
He went to me, I used to be a plumber, and then I got my HGV, so I started doing this.
And now I've got an HGV licence out of a cereal box, and now I'm a lorry driver.
Literally.
Smart.
He wouldn't have done
At least he's got an HGV.
Sorry?
At least the man's got an HGV, which is more than you've got.
Sorry?
I said at least the man's got an HGV, which is more than you've got.
Right. I have actually got an HGV licence, mate.
No, you haven't.
I've got class 2.
No, you haven't.
You've got a heavy gut. I don't know what the V stands for.
Heavy gut and vest.
Yeah, you have got HGV, haven't you? Can you cover yourself up before you do that?
Don't you worry about what I've got when I ain't got sunshine.
I can see your mud flap.
Can you?
I can see your mud
Yeah.
flat.
And see this flat? See that flat?
Yeah.
You'll have that when the railings in a minute, boy. Yeah, you little rat boy. Oh, get these lights fixed. I don't
You
get
little
out.
rat boy.
I can see your mud flap. Tell me, what did he say to you when I was at the dentist this morning and he said about using your phone?
He sat there on eBay, he turns around. I was like, oh, I see a couple of gearboxes on Marketplace yesterday. He's like, how do I get on that FacePay? I was like, well, the only way to do it is on my phone. Oh, can I use your phone to go on FacePay? It's like Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, it's Marketplace and FacePay. But
So
it's the only two
it's
things
so
he
it's
knows.
Facebook. But he says, oh, what's on that? Any raffles on that FacePay this week?
Yeah.
I think we just got to get him set up on Facebook.
No,
But then he wanted my phone.
Then he'll just try bugging everyone. So he wants to go on
Exactly.
your phone logged in as you,
Yeah.
and then someone will put an A60 on there for 1,500 quid and he'll bid them 30 quid.
Yeah, I know.
And then when they tell him to piss off,
And then I'll get abused for it for the next 6
yeah,
months.
they'll think it's you.
He's a nightmare.
Now he's trying to do a deal on some building sand.
Oh, I've lost everything there. What's going on here? That's not the best. That's the only thing I can do because we're being recorded. Otherwise, there will be very
Yes.
strong language.
and I don't want these people to be witness to me
But
making you cry.
like
you
Pete on the
little boy.
Pete on previous episodes,
Like-
it rhymes with hunt
Stunts.
and stunt.
Hunt.
Yes.
Gunt.
Funt. Yeah.
Why is it we've got working now? Why has it took you 45 minutes?
Because the wiring on a Mercedes, and if you remember, we had no wiring on a Mercedes when we first got it.
Why does it sound like you're taping the wires back together?
No, I'm taping. Oh, okay.
You got to say that you've just soldered it and now you're just taping it up to
Yeah.
keep the weather out.
Yeah, I've just
We've just
soldered it.
soldered the wires back together for the thing.
Hold on, I'm just soldering.
It's just doing the plastic solder.
Plastic solder. It's
It comes like a circle,
Yeah,
actually.
black
when you put the
plastic
wires together and you need to solder the connection, it comes black. Many colours, actually, and it's quite sticky. And you use that plastic solder, and you just go round and round and tear it off, and then that's done. You're annoying. Why'd you keep wobbling that for? Look at the stance on it. That's like one of them old people with a Zimmer frame, isn't it?
Why don't you make yourself useful, Pete, and go and make a cup of tea?
Why don't you make up tea? Because you ain't done nothing all
because
day.
Screw's made tea this morning, I've made tea this morning.
made
Now
tea.
get in there.
You
and
made
make
yourself
the
tea.
There was only enough water for one.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean water? We're not
Did
in
you make
Africa.
yourself one?
Back up and turn it on. Calm down.
Hang on a minute, I speak highly of you.
Excuse me. I've just filled the kettle back up. It's boiled. It's ready to go. There was enough for one cup, so I made myself
Would
one.
you like to add some? What was that about Wayne? About him being large? Did you say that the camera didn't pick up?
Didn't say
Said
anything
something
about
him-
Wayne being large.
You said something about him rhyming with hunt and stunts.
Don't try getting someone else on board with you, mate. Me and
I'd-
Max are all right.
Yeah.
All right? We get along fine.
He just made a cup of tea and didn't make you one.
That's all right.
I was preparing
If
the
I
kettle.
did that, you'd try dragging me down the farm.
Me and Screw have both made you tea this morning.
I don't
Now,
drink
know
tea.
whether you think
That's a
you
lie.
run this gaff or what.
That's a lie because I don't even drink tea.
Jury's out on that one.
You respect your elders. Go and make the tea, it's good boy.
I will respect an elder when one worth respecting turns up. I'll go and make the tea.
I'll make the tea. I was waiting for the kettle.
No, I'll make the tea.
Well, that's the matter too.
Who's having what?
I'll make the tea. No, let me make the tea, because otherwise I won't get the end of it.
Okay.
You make the tea. I'll answer the phone.
Hello, Preston.
Yeah, stick a broom up your back so you'll be able to sweep the floor at the same time.
Wayne, brake lights.
That's a good boy. Off. Yes, yes, mate.
We on?
Yeah, lovely.
Hold on, reverse.
No.
No,
What, no reverse light?
no.
I'm not worrying about reverse light for a minute. We don't actually need it.
Well, you just as well to, mate, while you're there,
Why?
aren't you? Do the job properly.
I've just taped it all up now.
Well, do the job.
Who's thrown their tea on me?
Just do the job properly now. It needs doing.
Go on, do it.
No, I ain't that. It
If
can
he
go-
gets-
it could, I'm just saying it's reverse light switch. Switch is broken.
See, that's not good, is it?
Got the attitude flag. Reverse light ain't working.
Switch is gone.
That ain't really the way to do it, is it, mate?
You get under there and do it.
Just do it properly, Shrewy.
No, because I mean, you've got to take it all apart again.
You've got to unwrap a bit of tape.
Crap you.
You couldn't unwrap your birthday present, you know.
Yeah? Oh, he's going to blame it on me, so I won't worry.
Okay.
There's no point asking him a question.
Yes, mate.
Latuck. You right there?
Yeah,
Big text.
I'm fine, thank you.
It is big. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
You've got one eye, as you know, I don't very often make a beverage in this establishment.
Why is that, mate?
Is that about right?
Right,
Why is that?
I know where this is going, but I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Well, I've just been in there to make you a coffee, yeah. And
Did you remember? Do you
I
remember what
actually
to do?
stuck to the floor.
Did you remember
I
what to
went
do?
to lift the kettle up and stuck to the side, and there is I don't know why we haven't got ants and rats and cockroaches and other things with legs and kangaroos. I don't know, but there should be things growing in there. No wonder you look like a rotten strawberry if you've been in there, because that is rough.
Just hang on a minute, sunshine.
Oh,
Shall we?
Is this going to be a long story?
No, it ain't. It's gonna be quick because I want
because
you
I've
on.
got loads of lorry.
I want you on side here,
Oh, well, yeah.
right?
You burnt that bridge earlier.
He has got the cheek to say about us making a mess.
Yeah.
Now, who's the worst one here for making a mess, Roland?
Turn the camera around, you'll see.
No, yeah, the bench is a mistake.
Here,
Right?
thank you, thank you,
that's a
thank
mess.
you, Skrill.
Right, no, listen.
That's why we're pals.
Messy workplace.
Stick together. He is the most untidiest person. I couldn't live with him.
I wouldn't want to live with you anyway.
I don't know.
From around your pants.
His poor missus must mother him, picking things up after him all the time. Because he is a pig in.
The best bit, what you want to do is go and have a look at the crumbs round his desk.
Exactly. We won't even go into the desk. We're only talking about the workshop.
Yeah.
Made the tea and kept quiet.
And he talks about us making a mess.
Yeah.
The kitchen, though, man, it's sticky.
Yeah. Is that reverse light working?
You're the pig in.
Ah!
No.
Ow! Ah! Get your. There, Evie! Ah!
Right.
He's breaking my foot!
Now what do you want to say then, Roland?
This is funny. Ow! Ah! Yeah.
Why ain't you laughing then?
Yeah, that's one. Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
So the switch is broken.
No, you got no power there, mate.
Yes, I have got power there.
Well, is it the bulb in the reverse?
They're LEDs.
Oh,
Stop
right.
living in the 40s.
So what you're saying is then, it's the switch.
Is he taking the?
Did it never work?
I don't bloody know.
Right, now I do have some newness in the box of many things. Chain tensioner, that's not for today. Crankshaft sensor, that is for today. V6 plug leads, that's for today. That tensioner is not for today. Plugs are for today.
Be very careful with that tension. Put it
That's
some-
why I did. That's why I threw that and I threw it up, but I didn't throw that because they go twang, don't they? So let's go and put that in a safe place. Oh, I need that receipt. Own invoice in the filing system. Where's a safe place? Let me put it over in the safe area. And that's for another day. We were gonna, I've got another 2-3 on the floor over there, and we were gonna chuck some cams in it and just put it together to take to Taunton at the weekend as a spare, but Rob's already got one built up, so we're gonna take one of Rob's instead. Just in cases, obviously it all goes wrong, which we hope it doesn't. What am I looking for? Cab cover. Just in case it goes wrong, we can flop another engine in it at the track, which obviously we're hoping to not have to do. But of course, as always in this camp, there is always that possibility. That's a good size for number 3.
Number 4.
Unos Forios on the short lead. Well, that was perfect for number 4, man. Number 1?
Well,
Or is that?
number 2 that's going to have to be, because you've got
Oh,
2 really long ones here.
have we got 2 like that or not?
No, that's just, you haven't. You got that one and these
So
2
they're
long.
the spares for the other car then.
Yeah.
That's a shame. And a number 1.
Well, they're both the same, mate. So
So that's just going to be long.
well, I'll be no longer than the other one.
Be right if it was in the car, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
New pluggage, new leadage, and going to put a new crank sensor in it. Just for fun. Right, let's just actually run through some stuff because I don't really want to blow up again. I don't want anything to go wrong. Make sure it's tight a minute. So, it's got oil in it. I've just checked that, right, on the stick of doom. That's fine. There's no weird knocks, bangs, noises coming from anywhere. The tank is full of water. Actually, antifreeze mix. Let's keep it cool as we can. That's fine. Ignore the little water leak on the floor, if you can see it. Don't know if you can. Because we just moved that and found there was a loose Jubilee clip, so we've just changed that. That's fine. Wayne's just decided we're going to put another engine earth on it, just in case, just to resolve anything, maybe, possibly, probably not, but who knows, but let's just put it on anyway. That's fine. Vacuum pipe from the servo to the inlet manifold is tight, that's fine. Fuel pipe is on, tight, that's fine. The filter is good, the pump is relatively new and different to the one in the other car that was fluffing about Yarmouth. So that's different. Coil pack is a genuine Motorcraft one. I thought I had one on another 2.3, but I don't, but I've got no reason to believe that that is an issue, although we will have a spare one in the box, so we can change it if we need to. I've just got ones I've raced on, so I don't know if one's better than another. Wayne's plimsoll is clapping like a seal. That's pretty cool. We changed the crank sensor at Lindale's on the last episode, which gave us another 10 horsepower because that was sending a bit of a mixed signal and fluffing about, which was where the wobble was coming from. Top range, and we got all torque and everything back after we changed it. But for the sake of it, I'm just going to put a new one in because we've got one, we know it's new, so it's a possibility you put a new bit in and it doesn't work, don't get me wrong, but we're going to change that for the sake of it so that we know it's new. We've gone through the wiring them, that's fine. The battery's been on boil mode for the last 3 days, so we've got 12 volts like we should have. Kill switch is fine. I'm going to change that kill switch actually because it's one of them plastic ones and I don't like it. But I do got a new one for that. Just to eradicate, literally, like if we blow up again or something goes wrong, you can't go, pff. It's because it was, you know, he spent all this time videoing and hasn't been actually looking after the car and doing what he should be doing. There's nothing else we can do, is there really? What do you think?
What will be, mate. But yeah, I will definitely change that cut-off switch.
We've made sure that there's no brakes binding on the back wheels to make, you know, when it was down on power on the rollers last episode. That's fine. There's no drag through the gearbox at 3 wheels. We've checked everything. What we've got left to do, looking at the whiteboard, charge battery, that's done. That can come off charge now, and I'll clamp that down because it's been on boil mode. A few wheels and tyres I've got to do, just because we've got some of these newer tyres, these Avons in a 16. Hello. Right, what we've still got to do now, apart from changing that crank sensor, which I'm going to do in a second, looking at the whiteboard, is charge battery, which is done. That's been boiling for 3 days, that's great. Wheels and tyres. I've got a couple of the 16s that we use on the front, on the V8 ones, a couple of new tyres that I need to fit up, because that one is scrubbed out, and then one for a spare, which I'll do in a minute. And then it's just tracking and scales once we get this ignition finished off. So that's just like we've done a couple of episodes ago where I'll scale it. I'm not going to film it, you're not going to see it. it's time consuming and it's not much to see. It's just us putting on the pads and just me moving some weight just to try and do a little bit of setup. And then obviously the tracking with the front wheels, which you've seen before. So let's get on with it. Where is the 8mm on the socket and the ratchet for some stuff and doing some stuff, and the toolbox. There's an 8, but there's no ratchet. Where's the ratchet gone? Right, it is, what's today? Wednesday? Thursday. Thursday again. And then it's Friday and then it's Taunton. What you haven't seen, because I did actually film it on the GoPro, a time lapse of squirrel jet washing the lorry off for about an hour. And then I went to look at the footage and pressed the wrong button and completely deleted it. So you missed that. But we cleaned it-ish, as you can see. Cleaner. I sprayed some stuff. Squirrel done most of it. And it's outside and it's windy, so we're using what apparently in the film people's neck of the woods is called a dead cat. Straight up, no mayo, a dead cat microphone thing, which is fluffy, but is meant to stop the majority of the wind, so you should be able to hear us.
70s.
Looks like a 70s vagina.
Yeah.
On my t-shirt.
I don't think they made them anymore.
They don't make them like that anymore. What we're doing now is obviously when we took down the brakes and everything last week, and then I've done 7,000 million miles all over the country trying to get the Jag sorted, we've used the wheels, so we just cracked the wheel nuts off, and then because I beat one of the hubcaps to death at Northampton, I've ordered a new set of those just to make it look a little bit more snaz for the long trip to the West Country. We've got a man coming out tomorrow to do some tyres, because 2 of the tyres on the back were not very good, which I noticed when we was up at Lindale's. So that's going to get done. Squirrel's also greased the lorry this morning, all around the kingpins and the underneath stuff.
She's having a birthday.
Like I said before, she looks rough. It's all starting to go along the cab now, so that's going to be a winter project. Cut all that out, put new steps in it, and give it a birthday. Like the black side runners, I painted with black banger paint in 2000 in lockdown, so it's actually doing all right, really.
I've lost my screwdriver.
For the age of the old girl. So yeah, new chromage, hubcappage going on. Jet washage is done. It's nearly there. We've got 3 or 4 of us going at the weekend, and I had the dog in last time, so it's like dog city in there. So I'm just going to give it a clean out today, tomorrow, at some point, make it nice. And then I wish I had a suspension seat. It's a long drive with a solid seat. With my old back.
It's lucky you've got a large arse.
Oh.
Mechanically, she's lovely. Cosmetically, he's pink. He looks like a bit crackling.
Also, the squirrel's getting married soon. We're going on his stag do in just over 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks on Saturday. 2 weeks at Taunton. 2 weeks. And I am quite white in the areas. So everyone went, can I get a sunbed? Because you get base tan and then you don't peel, because when you're drinking loads and you forget to put sun cream on because your missus isn't there with you, babysitting you. I burn and I peel and I blister because it's a shock to go from white skin to burnt skin. So went down the village, got a suntan bed thing at lunchtime. Said, how long do you want? I went, I don't know, 10 minutes. Apparently that's a little bit too much when you've got like vaginal skin. So I'm slowly turning into a strawberry. And it's a bit stingy. Perfect. Friday morning, nice and early. What's happening, Ash?
Pete's budget tyres he keeps buying.
My budget tyres.
Keep popping.
Right. Look at the chrome Vandium socket. Ash does like a puncher.
Oh, I don't.
Usually on a Friday as well, actually.
That's my fault, yeah?
Well, you drove over it.
God, sorry. I should have swerved out the way of whatever that might be. Jesus Christ.
Well, she's getting a bit bald on the inside anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Bit like a squirrel. A bit bald on the side.
Pluggage. Right, it's Friday morning. We've got Taunton tomorrow, and I am walking like John Wayne. Do you remember me saying vaguely yesterday afternoon that we've got Squirrel Stag Do coming up? So I thought I'd do the right thing, which turns out to be the wrong thing, and go for a sunbed. Oh, well, that's not me normally. I'd one once years ago, and it was okay, but seems like the ones my skin's got a lot thinner and older in the last few years, or I was just stupid, and no, it's definitely stupid. I told the woman I'd have 10 minutes. She didn't tell me that wasn't a good idea. And then I went, oh, I'll buy one of them tanning accelerator things that she had for sale behind the counter. Put that all up on myself. Didn't sleep much last night. To the point, well, obviously, I didn't have any clothes on. Right, now there's an image for you to put you off your dinner. So this bit, I normally wear shorts. This bit doesn't see the sun. You can see where I'm going with this. So at the minute, I'm really fighting not to blister because that's really sore. So we're walking like John Wayne. The belly's not too bad, little white thing, but the legs, that's bad. What makes it worse is tomorrow I'm obviously racing Taunton in the Jag with the harness on. Yeah, in this area, that's going to be sore. But it's my own stupid fault. Why didn't she stop me? Anyway, more importantly than that, this episode I want to mention a Facebook group called Racing Minds. We've had the stickers on the back of the workshop, on the posts and stuff. On my cars there's normally a Racing Minds sticker. That is a group on Facebook that's just about mental health in motorsport. I'll be straight up. The whole reason I started the YouTube channel in the first place was just to keep me busy. Because this time last year, or coming up to this time last year, it would be the anniversary of my mum's birthday at the end of the month. And a week or so after that is the anniversary of her dying last year, which was what the whole Pink Jag for World Final was, and all that sort of thing as a tribute to my mum. It was a tough time for me last year. End of last year, I had a bit of a wobble. I'm all right now, but I felt emotions and stuff as a man, as a middle-aged man, that I didn't know I had and hadn't felt before and stuff, and that just sort of wobbled me. Do you know what I mean? So I spoke out, and I spoke to people, and I spoke to Nick. I didn't speak to her for a little while, and then I did, and then sort of had a breakdown with her, and a lot of stuff come out. I get a lot of messages from people saying, like, I like watching your channel, it helps me get through places because I'm in a dark place or whether it's money troubles or work troubles or childcare troubles or separate parent family trouble. Listen, everyone's fighting a battle that you know nothing about, so just everyone's going through it. So this page, Racing Minds, it's all about mental health in motorsport and how we can all help each other out. Whether it's me making a silly video on a Tuesday night and that gets you through your week, or going racing on a Saturday clears your mind and that gets you through the week. We're all in it together. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to put a shout out in this episode, in the lead up to what's going to be another tricky a few weeks for me. Just that place is there. Now Mo Rainey, the Irish fella that runs the page, has informed us this morning that we've just gone past 3,000 followers on the Facebook page, which is really, really good. He's obviously runs it, and then there's a few of us in the background scenes. There's a few of us in the background. There's a few of us somewhere. But we go to the meetings and give out stickers and wristbands and stuff, such as this one, the Racing Minds wristband. Don't have a lot of them, but I have got some in my toolbox. If they don't all go to Taunton, I'll have some at the next meeting, which will be Aldershot for me. And obviously we've been giving out these Racing Minds stickers all year as well. So thanks to people behind the scenes doing that, just trying to get them on some cars and get it seen. The link to the Racing Minds page on Facebook is down below in the description, which you can see at the end of the video, or I suppose technically you can see it now if you just scroll down somewhere and it's underneath. I don't know. Anyway, it's Friday, so we've got to do the last few bits to get ready to go racing tomorrow. It's quite an early start for us. It's a long day, it's a long drive, so I'm going to try and get loaded up as usual on the Friday, but I don't want to do that until the Mans comes to do 2 tyres on the back of the lorry, because they are not in a good state. And then yeah, we'll get the spares box sorted, we'll get the car on, we'll get strapped down, get ready to go. Woo! Right, that just about wraps up this week. I was meant to film another bit of loading the car on the time lapse and completely forgot and remembered when I was on my way home. So that didn't happen. When I'm talking to you now, it's actually the Monday following the last week's episode. So when you watch it, if you watch it when it comes out, I'm talking to you from yesterday, like 24 hours ago. But if you're watching this in 3 months, then take no notice, because that was a long time ago. I've probably put on another half a stone since then. Couple of things I need to mention before I go. Last week now, when you watch this, we brought out, or I should say Art by Abs has done a collage of 6 or 7 cars that I've raced with the Allstar Garage logo at the bottom, which we're going to cross-platform sell. So you can get that on the merch store, and you can also get that through Art by Abs' normal channels. I think she's got an Etsy page and an eBay page. Same price on both, it doesn't matter where you go. We've done that in A3 and in A4, perfect for the kids. Just put on the wall, put in a frame, whatever. I'll put the link to the merch store in the description down below and to Abs' Facebook page, so you can see both channels directly. And obviously you can get that from there. If you want to buy one, obviously if you do, a little bit goes towards me and helps with the channel, and a little bit goes to her and helps with her art stuff and her business and what she does. So that was quite nice to sort of do a collaboration on that. What else have I got to say? T-shirt winner from last week's episode has been done, announced. I've spoke to the lady that won it, and the T-shirt is on its way to her. So that's done, finished, sorted. We'll do another one of them soon. Obviously, as normal, if you've enjoyed the episode this week, please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. That does us a massive favour. Sharing is the biggest thing. If you can share it about it, someone else watches it and someone else watches it and someone else watches it, then it pushes us in the right direction. The whole time people are enjoying it, I'll try and keep making it. So let's go. Catch you next week.